Hello, hi guys, good morning. Hello all. Am I audible? Is my voice reaching to everyone? Can I get the responses, please? Hello. Hi Nagendra, good morning. Okay, all right. So guys, we'll start the demos now. Okay, so we have to start today from this demo, wherein we are creating a database, and our database is our source now. And then from the database, we are going to use a sync transformation, and then we are loading the data into the destination to our gen2 storage account. So as usual, like we have used many transformations wherein we are considering different types of sources accordingly as per the requirement of the real-time projects, as per the real-time scenarios. Okay, in the same way, what we'll do in this demo, we are going to use AdventureWorks database. Okay, AdventureWorks database, and using that database, we'll create the ADF, we'll create link services data sets, and then we'll apply the transformations accordingly, and then we load the data into our destination. Okay, fine. So I'm creating an AdventureWorks database. I'll generate this database directly at cloud only in Azure Cloud Computing. Okay, this is my source. Okay, and then I will be creating one gen2 storage account, and this will be my destination. Then I'll create an ADF. Okay, then I'll create link services and data sets also. I'm creating a source data sets for one particular table in AdventureWorks database, and obviously one data set even for my destination as well. Fine. Then I'll create data flow. I'll design the data flow accordingly. Then finally, I'll use a sync transformation to load my data into my destination. So if I tell you like this orally, you won't understand much. That's why what we'll do the demo. What we'll do, we will do the demo. Okay, fine. So first thing, I'm creating an AdventureWorks database in my cloud computing platform. Okay. So I'm having a resource group here already, Naresh resource group. I'll go to the SQL databases. I'll click on create. I'll take here as Naresh RG. I'll say here Adventure Works. Okay. I'm getting a server here, SQL server in Azure. Okay, fine. Same. How to generate an Adventure Works database? A little trick is there that I'll show. I'll show. Okay. Okay. Gareth user is not there. I'll go to home. I'll create one user as Gareth in my Active Directory. I'll give this password. Okay. Okay, the user has to be generated here in our Active Directory, because when we are creating the server, it is compulsory that we have to assign someone as a server admin. I'm just taking garage here. Okay, that user now reflect here. Okay, SQL server in Azure. This is all good. I'll just search for garage here. I got the garage user. Okay, fine. I'm giving this password. Confirm password. Okay, fine. And then I'm creating this database for development purpose only. I'll take it as standard. Okay, I'll make it as 40 GB. Fine. Next, networking. I'll make it as public. Okay, same steps, guys. Now here I'm saying it as sample. Till now we are using here as none. Okay, to generate an empty database and to have the data in the database as per our own. But now I want an adventure works of database which should carry also the data, adventure works database data. So that's why I'm saying here sample. Okay, selecting this sample will modify the compute plus storage settings configured in the basics. Okay, no problem. For backup compatibility, which is basis of review plus review, and do you want to continue? Simply say okay here. Fine. So it is going to create now Adventure Works LT will be created as the sample database. Okay, fine. In additional settings, you have to do this. Next, click on tags, pass the tags here accordingly, review plus create, and then click on create. It is going to create an Adventure Works database in our cloud computing platform. Okay. Okay. Next, what it is asking to create a Gentoo storage account. Okay, container inside it, and this will be our destination. So I'll just come here. I'll come to home. I'll create a storage account here. I'll say here 1910 destination. Let's say name is already taken. Okay, unique number I'll give so that it should not say me this one. Okay, rest of the things I'm leaving it to default, and I'm creating a destination storage account. Okay, the database is getting deployed, source and destination. Hold on. Okay, I'll go to the storage. The Adventure Works database is ready for me. Okay, so if I open the SSMS here, I'm having all the tables from Adventure Works database. Okay, these tables we got from Adventure Works database. See, this is our database, Adventure Works. The same we can verify from SSMS also. Okay, see, we got the Adventure Works database in our cloud server. Okay, this is what we have given the name SQL Server in Azure 1515 something, and we have got the tables. Now, these tables we are considering as our source now. Okay, this table among these multiple tables, we'll just consider one of the table as our source, and then we can, you know, perform the transformations. Okay, I'll come here. I'll come. This is my destination. It'll like storage Gen2 storage account. I'll create destination container. Done. Next, create an ADF, create a link service for SQL DB, create this link service for Adventure Works database. Okay, then data sets. Okay, so I'll just come here. I'll go for data factory. Okay, launch the studios, launch ADF studios here, and then we'll create the link services. So we'll get the link service for source and destinations, and then we'll create the data sets also for source and destination. So first we'll create two link services. Okay, here I'll say SQL database, Azure SQL database, because this time my source is Azure SQL database. That's what I have selected. Click on continue. Okay, let us see what name they have given, like this LS SQL link service for SQL. Okay, pick up the server name, pick up the database name. Okay, test connection. Connection successful. Create the link service. One more link service we have to create for this one destination. I'll give the name as LSADLSA. Okay, so I'll say here Gen2 storage account. Okay, create. This is done. Now what we'll do, we'll create the data sets. Okay, new data set. And my data set would be here DSSQL. Okay, data set for SQL. Fine. I'll take this link service. Now, what are the tables that I'm having in my database? All the tables it is populating here. All the tables, I'll take this one. So any table you can take. I'm taking here sales st dot product. See, that's what I have mentioned here. Create a data set for sales st dot product. This is what the schema sales lt dot product is the table name present in our AdventureWorks SQL DB. That is what I'm taking here. Say okay. I'm creating one data set here, and this data set will be for my destination. So I'll say here Gen2 storage account. Okay. And it has taken the data set name as what? Okay. No name. Okay. I'll take it as DS destination storage account. I'll take this link service that I have created. Here I want my data to be. This is what I have selected. Say okay. Done. Publish all. Publish. Fine. Publish all. Publish. Next, create a data flow. Name the data flow. Any name you can give. You can give even the name as data flow one also. Depends upon. Fine. And we'll do the steps accordingly. Publish is completed, I believe. Okay, it's still going on. Publishing is still going on. I'll just wait for one minute. Okay, now it's completed, done. Here are the data flows. Click on new data flow here. Okay, and see here add a source. Okay, in source settings tab, give this data set, which is for SQL, DS SQL. Okay, enable data flow debug option, enable in data preview tab refresh. Enable this one. Okay, if you come here, data preview, say refresh, here you are going to see the data in your source transformation, because we have connected this source transformation with our data set, and this we have created from the AdventureWorks database table. So that table data, whatever we are having, that is going, that we are going to see in our source transformation. Okay, so click on plus on source transformation in search type derived column, click on derived column. Okay, we are using a derived column again. I'll take here the derived column. In derived column settings tabs for columns color. I'm seeing here water color. Fine. Click on any. Okay. As shown below, open the expression builder and type the below expression, save and finish. I'm seeing here whatever the column color is having null. Okay, I'm representing it as an A. Else, whatever the color, I want to show that color. Okay, fine. If the value of the column is null, then I'm representing that null value as NA. Else, whatever the color value that I am displaying. That is what I am writing this expression. Okay. So I'll click on this any. Yes, this one. Save and finish. Okay. Click on plus add Okay, add columns. For newly added column, pass the name as size. Okay, see here. Here we have to click this. Okay, this one plus add columns. New column has been generated. We'll give the name as size, and we are writing an expression for the size column. Like, same. If the value is null, representing it as with NA, else whatever the size it is mentioned, that size I am reflecting in my table. Destination, final destination. For that, I'm writing this expression. Like this, you can write the expressions accordingly as per the requirement of your project. Okay. Click on plus on derived column in search type pivot. What I'm doing, I'm using the pivot here. Okay. So I have used derived column. Now I'm using the pivot transformation. Okay. This is my pivot transformation. Okay. Click on pivot in pivot settings tab. Scroll down. Click on group by for columns. So I click on group by here. Okay. For columns, I'll take it as size. Okay. I'll take here as what? Size. Okay. That is what I'm showing here. Now click on pivot key. Okay, scroll down for pivot key colors. Okay, here I'm having pivot key, and what I'll do for pivot key, I'll say here as colors. Okay, this is we have derived this color, size, all these things in our derived column. Now click on pivot columns. Okay, double click on any to open the expression builder. Click on what I'm saying, click on pivoted columns. Okay, see here I am given the image also, pivoted columns. In pivot settings, click on this pivoted columns. Okay, double click on any to open the expression builder. Okay, why if has to double line the expression? That is the way that we have to write the expression. Syntax is like this only. In ADF, okay, in ADF we are having the what we can say protocol. It's basically a protocol that we have to follow, like, or a syntax, something like this only that we have to follow. If you're writing single I, then it won't work out. Okay, every language is having its own syntax now, correct or not? In the same way here also it works like this only. Okay, so I'm saying here pivoted columns, and then what I'm saying here is in pivoted columns, double click on any to open the expression builder. Okay, double click on any to open the expression builder. I've opened the expression builder here, and write the below expression for average of standard cost, average value of the standard cost. I'm just finding out the average value. Okay, save and finish. Give name as average for next text box. Here I'm giving name as what? Average. Give name as average like this for next box. Next box means this box. This is what I have showing here with the help of images also, everything. Okay, this is the expression. I'm going to get the average value. Average, sum, minimum, maximum. This all we have done in our previous classes, guys. Okay, fine. Click on pivot transformation. Okay, data preview, refresh. I'll say here now data preview. I'll take a refresh. This refresh will take a long time. We'll hold on for some time here. Then before loading the data finally into our destination, we are going to see how the data we are going to get. Okay, data preview, refresh to see the data reflection in which the column turned to rows. We have used pivoted transformation. Okay, see now I'm getting average values. Okay, for black color, for blue color, for gray color, whatever the colors we are having, we are getting here. See, average values we are getting for multiple colors. We are getting for red, silver. Okay, All this we are getting the values for average. Okay, silver or black. Fine. So what we have done, we have used a pivot column in which we have converted the values of columns to rows. And these are the different sizes we are having. See, maybe t-shirt sizes, like t-shirt sizes we are having t-shirt, shirt, trousers, chinos, medium, low, large, small, XL, some multiple numbers we are having. Okay, 42 means we'll get a large only. 44 means a XL, 46 means double XL, 38 means small. I think when we are doing the shopping, this sizes only will refer, right or no, guys? So that is what I'm showing here now. If you want, we can see the data of the product table here. This is the source we have considered, right? If you see, if I say here, select star from this table, sales lt dot products, because this table based on top of this table only we have created the data source. See, we are having colors black, red, white, okay, silver, etc., etc. See, and we are having null values also. What we have done in our expressions, we have mentioned here where color is null. No, not this null, this null. See, we are having many records which is having value as null. So what we have done, when color is null, then we have represented it as what a NA. That is what we have written the expression. Okay, fine. For all these records, we have written the expression. Fine. So what we have done, these sizes, multiple sizes also we are having now, guys. I say here for all these sizes, small, medium, large, extra, extra large, whatever it is. What we have done for all these sizes, we have converted the colors into multiple. It is in column, but we have converted to rows. How it is possible? How it is happening? Because of a pivot transformation. Okay, in derived column, we are generating the value as per our business requirement. Fine. Next, click on pivot transformation in search type sync. Okay, I'll say here sync transformation, which is we always use to load the data into our destination. Okay, what it is saying now, click on sync transformation. In sync tab dataset is this one. Okay, final destination. Okay, and then in settings tab, file name option. Okay, here in settings tab, I'll give it as output. I want it in a single file. Okay, output to single file name, pivot results.csv. Okay, in optimize tab, click on setting. Okay, and say a single partition. Okay, in data preview tab, click on refresh, and finally we can see how the data is going to insert it in our destination. Okay, if you come here and you say refresh, you are going to see how the data finally you are going to put it in your CSV format. In your CSV format. Okay, that is ADL Gen2 storage account from SQL database table. This one. Publish all, publish. Finally, our all transformation looks like below. Source transformation, derived column transformation, pivot transformation, and finally a sync transformation. Now we'll get a new pipeline. Like this, we are going to get the data in our destination. Okay. So I'll come to the pipelines. I'll say a new pipeline. Pipeline one is fine. I'll say here data flow activity settings tab. I'll call this pipe. data flow. I'll call this data flow one. This data flow I'm calling here in my data flow. Okay, fine. That is what I am doing here. Pipeline, drag and drop the data flow activity into pipeline canvas in settings tab, data flow, call your data flow, whatever is your data flow. Okay, compute size medium. Instead of small, I'm giving it as medium. I'm increasing the power a little. Publish all, publish debug. Publish all, publish. And if you see to our destination storage account, okay, we are not having any destination, right? We are not having any file in our destination. It's empty. Destination is empty. So let it get finished here. This is done. I'll say here debug. Okay, it's been succeeded. Come here, say refresh. See, I got the data along with the file. You can see the result here. See, I got the sizes along with the average values of all the different colors. This is a kind of, guys, requirement depends upon and you are going to do. Okay, fine, guys. This is what about the derived column with SQL database. Next, we are having union all and union transformations. Okay, 1 minute, guys. Fine. So this is again multiple other transformations. Union and union all is SQL are used. These are used in SQL to retrieve data from two or more tables. Union all returns distinct records from both the tables, while union all, okay, returns all the records from both the tables. Okay, union will fetch the distinct records and union all will fetch all the records from both the tables. Okay, Windows functions, we are having multiple Windows functions also, right? Rank, dense rank, row number. If you want, you can get these records as well. Study material I have shared, ma Charu. Okay, I'll share it one more time. Anyway, I'm upgrading the study material little here and there. I'll give this study material. No worries. Okay, fine. So implementation of data flow with Windows and sync transformation. Windows functions and sync transformation. Same. We are having, okay, same sample SQL database only. Adventure works. Then Gentoo storage account. We are getting a new data flow. Source transformation. Okay, see, this is all how we are generating the rank. Then we are generating here the dense rank. Then we are generating here the row number. Okay. And then finally, we are loading it to our destination. So shall we do this demo or you guys take it as an assignment? What is the plan? Okay, 30%, 40% of this demo is same up to creating the link services, data sets and all. Then after that, you have to start designing the data flow accordingly as per the need. Okay, if I come here, okay, what I'll do, I will keep this destination storage account like this. Okay, I'll just delete this file and then I'll come to home, I'll come to data factories and I'll delete this data factory. Okay, I'll say 1912 Naresh ADF, delete. Database, sample database is only we are taking. That's why I'm not touching it. Okay. And even in sample database, let us see what is the data set that we are creating with. Okay, great. Data set also I'm creating with sales.product table only. So we have created the data set already here with sales.product table. But anyhow, we'll create the link service and data sets for ADF again because we are deleting the existing ADF. Or else you can use the same ADF also, but I have deleted it because it may confuse. That's why I'm creating a fresh data factory. Okay. I'll create a fresh data factory. I'll say here 1914. Okay. I'll take it as Naresh ADF. Then we'll create the link services and data set, but both for source and destinations. Right now, launch the ADF studios. I'll say here LSSQL link service for SQL. Same, I'll create one for LS for ADLSSA. ADLSA. Okay, next data sets. We'll create data set for SQL. We'll create data set for ADLSA also. If you do practice regularly, guys, you can also do fast. Okay, I'm creating for destination first, then I'll create for target also, source also. Okay. TSSQL. Sorry. Oh, I think I have given the wrong name. Hold on, hold on. Okay. I'll say here SQL database. Then I'll say here DSSQL. Okay, here I'll take sales LT product table. Okay. Next, what I'll do, I'll create Gen2 storage account and I'll say here DSADLSA. I'll just do the build. Next, I'll create a data flow. What I'll do, I'll create a data flow here. New data flow I'm creating. New data flow. Add a source and I'm picking it from DSSQL. That is what I'm saying here. Okay. Enable data flow debug option in dataset. In data preview tab, say refresh to see the data. If you want, you can see the data by going to this data preview tab and say refresh to see the data. Click on plus on source transformation in search type window transformation I'm taking. Okay, let it get enabled here. It's going on. Hold on, else it will get stuck badly. Fine. Next, I'll say here what window transformation. Okay, in Windows settings tab, click on one over. See carefully, you have to do this configuration, guys. For source one column, for source one column, choose size. Yeah, I'm choosing here water size. Fine. Click on two dot sort. This one. Okay, for source one column, standard cost. Okay. Click on Windows column here for column rank. I'm choosing here what as rank and I'm giving it as what like this. Fine. Click on window transformation. Next, we are having what Windows transformation. Data preview and say refresh. It's a Windows transformation. Now here we'll see the rank, how it is reflecting. What is rank function, guys? When multiple rows are having same values, okay, what it will do, it will assign the same rank to multiple rows and the next immediate ranks it will skip. Next immediate rank it will skip here. That is what I'm trying to say. The same with our Windows transformation. Just hold on, I'll show here now. It is loading the data. If we navigate to extreme right, then we can see rank as shown below. See, this is rank. And if you notice here, these three rows is having the rank as 3. 1, 2, 3. And these three rows are having the same value. Okay, see, if we are navigating to extreme right, then we can see rank, which shows the same rank 3 for 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. Because the standard cost is having the same value. Standard cost is not reflecting here in our image. I'll just show the standard cost also. See now, This is our standard cost. This one, I believe. Yeah, this is standard cost. Okay. This is a standard cost. And here, if you see in standard cost, we are having same value for these three rows, 1.8663, 1.8663, 1.8663. For these three rows, it will give the same rank. See, 3, 3, 3. And what it is doing, this should be 3, then 4, 5, it is skipping, and it is giving the sixth rank. It's giving the sixth rank. That is the what rank function. That is what rank function. Okay, might be you are not doing this in your real-time projects. Just for your knowledge, I'm just showing this demo. This demo. The previous one was important. Might be you would be doing it. This, if you guys have written SQL queries, then you might be doing this very well. Okay. Okay. Step 5. This step 5 you are saying. So that is what rank function. If you want to know the rank of one particular entity in your source data, then you use this rank, dense rank, these functions. Okay, is that clear? So here you are having a standard cost, whichever the value having the same, whichever the record is having the same value, it is giving the same rank to it, and the next immediate ranks it is jumping. This, if this is third, okay, then fourth, fifth, it is not giving fourth, fifth, it is giving the same rank only because the standard cost value is same, and it is skipping the next immediate ranks, and then it is again starting with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe the values are different. Then again here see, for these two rows the values is same, it is giving the same rank, and next it is skipping 16th rank and it is going for 17th. That is what a rank function. What I'm saying next here. Okay, same like I'll go for Windows transformation. On Windows settings tab, click on for Windows. Okay, this one on Windows settings tab. Here, if I go, click on add, click on plus add here, add column. Then what I'll say here, type the dense rank. I'm saying here now dense rank. Dense rank is a separate another function of SQL, and this we are having, okay, in our data transformations also. For newly launched column, okay, just type here dense rank in the expression box, something like this. I'm writing dense rank. Okay, in Windows transformation, again data preview, refresh, come to data preview, take a refresh, then you will find one more column as rank and dense rank, and dense rank is having another functionality wherein it will give the ranking accordingly to the standard cost. See, it will not skip the next immediate rank. See, this one rank is skipping, but dense rank is not skipping here. See, if multiple rows are having the same value, it is giving the same rank, and then it will, it is giving as fourth rank. It is not skipping the next immediate ranks. 4, 5, 6, 7. It is just going in a sequential order. But yes, whichever the record is having the same value, it is giving the same rank. But here it is skipping the rank. But here it is not skipping the rank. That is what dense rank is. That is what a dense rank is. See, the same thing I'm showing here. See, if you see here, 3 records, it has given the same value. Fourth, fifth, it has skipped and it has given sixth. But here, same values it has given because of the standard cost value, but it has not skipped the next immediate rank. It has given 4. That is what I have highlighted here. Okay. So guys, if you are having little SQL background, if you are having little SQL queries, SQL functions, knowledge and all this, then this you will understand very well. So I believe Some of the people are working professionals here, they are understanding here exactly what it is. But the people who are freshers, no need to worry. Okay. So SQL knowledge is needed, little SQL knowledge, what is rank, dense rank, and row number, all these functions, then it will be helpful for you. If not, you are very new, no need to worry. Okay, at the end of the last day, I'll give you some good documentation for SQL queries also. Okay, see, being an Azure data engineer, little SQL knowledge you should be having it, guys. I'm telling, not very expert where you know you are writing store procedures, triggers, views, complex SQL queries. No, not that much level, but at least basic understanding of SQL you should be definitely having it, no doubt. Okay, is that clear? So this is what SQL functionality is. The people who have used SQL in their real-time project, they are understanding this, what is going on. The same thing I'm showing here in the data flow transformations also. Next, click on Windows transformation again. Okay, Windows settings tab, click on same. Click here on the Windows column, click on plus add a column. Okay, type row number. I'm seeing here what row number. Okay, then I'll give it yes what like this. Fine. In the expression box, click on Windows transformation, data preview, and see what row number is reflecting. Rank, dense rank, and row number. See what it is doing. Irrespective of the value of standard cost, it is giving the rank in a sequential order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These three records are having the same value, but it is not giving the it is giving the different ranks, not the same value. That is what I am showing here. See, now comparison. Rank, dense rank, and row number. Okay, whatever the value of standard cost, it is giving just a rank in the sequential order. Here, if it is the same value, same rank, but it is not skipping the immediate next rank. Here, the same value, same rank, and skipping the next immediate ranks. Difference between rank, dense rank, and row number. Right? That is what we have done here. Okay, Windows transformation data preview, refresh, navigate to extreme right, and we can see rank, dense rank, and row number values as shown below. Okay, click on plus Windows transformation in search type sync. What I'm doing here, and now saying here sync transformation, and then what I'll do, I'll set up the data set, this one, DSADLSA, file name option output, in settings tab, file name option output to single file, and name will get as Windows rank results.csv. Any name you can give, your choice. This I'm giving. In optimize tab, okay, make it as a single partition, data preview. If you want, you can see the finally how it is going to store in your destination. Refresh, publish all, publish. See, this is how you are going to get all the records finally. Okay, I'll say here publish all, publish. Windows transformation we have used here. What Windows transformation? Super. So I'll go to pipelines, new pipeline. I'll say here data flow. Okay, I'll go to settings. I'll call data flow one. I'll say here publish. Okay, done. Debug. Now you are going to see in your destination the all records with a file. Here it will come. Hold on, it is still running. It is in progress. Succeeded. Come to your destination. Now say refresh. You will get the file along with all the rank, dense rank, and row number functions accordingly. How we have seen in the destination. Okay, okay. The file is not in the correct format. Okay, I think I'm giving it a two name. The name is too big actually. We have to give a short name, I believe. That's it, guys. So this is the end of the Azure Data Factory. Okay. So multiple demos, many demos we have done, many activities we have seen. Okay, I think Data Factory is the most deepest tool that I can say, and mostly as an Azure data engineer, you are going to work in Azure Data Factory only. And from here, we are going to start with the Azure Data Bricks. Okay, yeah, from here we are going to start Azure Databricks. What is Azure Databricks? Why it launched? Why we started using Azure Databricks? What is the benefits and advantages we are having with Azure Databricks? What are the different types of languages, scripts we can execute in Azure Databricks? Okay, so mostly as an Azure data engineer, you are going to work in storage accounts. You are going to work in SQL DBs. You are going to work in Azure Data Factory. And if you're having a basic knowledge of Azure Databricks, okay, Apache Spark and all, that is sufficient for you. Basic knowledge, because in companies, there are separate engineers, separate IT professional who works only in Azure Databricks. Okay, Azure Databricks is again a separate tool. Okay, but as an Azure data engineer, if you are expert in Azure Data Factory, that's why I have done a very, very deep dive in Azure Data Factory. Apache Spark also I'll cover. Databricks, different languages, how to, read the data, how to write the scripts, and, how to generate the cluster in Azure Data Civics, Apache Spark and all that also I'll cover, no worries, but not to that much extent level as compared to Azure Data Factory. Okay, Azure Data Factory is the most critical skills that you need as an Azure data engineer, guys. I'm telling you. Fine. So I'll just stop the class here. Okay, in tomorrow's class, I'll explain. I'll start the class here from tomorrow. From tomorrow, we are going to start with Apache Spark. What is big data? MapReduce, why it came, why we are not using big data now, why we are using Apache Spark. Okay, what is the architecture of Apache Spark? Okay, This all things I'll explain in tomorrow's class. Okay, fine. So what I'll do, guys, I'll just close this one. I'll share the material. Someone asked the material, right? Okay. I'm unable to create Azure free trial account. After giving all the details, I'm getting it like you are not eligible to get new account. I have five different Gmail accounts only. Can you please help me out how to create new account? Do one thing, Mahesh, change the laptop. Change the laptop. Okay. New mail ID, new credit card details. Okay. And go for new laptop also. Don't use the same laptop. Sometimes it do happen. Okay. They will do the tracing with laptop ID as well, I believe. Many of my students have faced this previously as well. Okay, go to some of your relatives place or go to any of your friends place. Okay, change the laptop, new credit card, new mail address, new phone number. Okay, and then just go ahead with that. It will allow you to create a new free trial account. It should not trouble this much, but sometimes it will happen. Okay, many of my students have told this also, sir. We are changing the mail ID and credit card, but still it is not doing. It will they will tracing sometimes with the help of IP addresses of our laptops also. Then in that case, it won't allow. Fine. So who has asked for this material, guys? Naresh, Ashok, data engineer. I'll just delete this one. Sorry. From here we have to start, right? You practice, you will rock, guys. I'm telling. If you are not practicing, then it is difficult for you to remember. I'm telling you. 132. I'm sharing the material, guys. Hold on. Okay. This material I have updated a little. So I request everyone to take this material. Okay. As I am updating the material, little, very here and there. Okay. So go to this link and download the material, guys. Go to this link and download the material. Okay. That's it, guys. I'll just close the class for today. Okay. We'll see next one tomorrow regarding the other things. Okay. No, the file format is not supporting. Okay, so the file is not okay in a readable format. I'm not sure what we're missing here. Do one thing, guys. When you are making your destination, don't take CSV. It is not opening properly in CSV. Take Excel. Okay. When you are creating this data set, na, okay, in your data factory, when you are creating this data set, okay, what you do is this data set, you take it as Excel instead of CSV for the last demo. Okay, this one, this data set, okay, you have taken as what? CSV, na? Don't take this one, take Excel instead of CSV. That's it. All right, guys. So am I good to close the class? Tomorrow we'll start with Apache Spark and Databricks, what it is and all. First, we'll see the architecture discussion. We'll do the architecture discussion. Okay, then we'll see what are the benefits, what are the advantages of Databricks, why we are using this, and what benefits Databricks is giving us compared to Big Data and Hadoop. Okay, Big Data and Hadoop is also different tools that we'll use. Okay, for our data engineering only. So what it is compared to better, how it is better compared to the old traditional tools like Big Data and Hadoop and all these things. Fine. All right, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye. Take care. Have a nice day ahead.